Good morning, everyone. How you all doing this morning? It's a lovely Sunday morning, wherever you are. Sun's always shining, isn't it? In here, hey? Don't matter what's going on out there, sun's always shining in here. I just thought I'd have my morning cup of tea, nice cup of cha. I just wanted to have a little chat, to be honest. So, what we're seeing now, recently, is even more of a uprising, psychological uprising, let's call it, an uprising of the consciousness. People are finally starting to see this for what it really is, you know, because this has never been about our health. We've been saying this from the start. You know, and a simple way to look at that really is that most people out there, there's a lot of people out there, the elderly and people who are medically vulnerable, let's call them, who have chosen to be part of this genetic experiment. They've done so because of the fear of actually catching whatever virus is out there, right? But most people, you'll find, most people have chosen to be jabbed because of a social issue, because of their employment, because of segregation, because of marginalisation, for the freedom to travel, for the freedom to take part in social activities, to be able to go to restaurants, to be able to carry on living their life with freedom. So that's not about a virus, is it? Hey, all of those things. It's not about a virus. It's about your freedoms. So who can take those freedoms away? Well, the government. I mean, I say the government, I use that term very loosely because they're not really in charge, are they? They never have been, you know. You got the two main parties in the UK, two main parties in America. They're all two cheeks of the same arse, aren't they? You know, it's the people behind the scenes pulling the strings. You know, so, but what I'm saying is that those social issues that people have gone and got jabbed for, it's nothing to do with a virus, is it? It's to do with a health risk. It's to do with the government risk. You know, they're the virus. You know, this thirst for totalitarian world control is the virus, you know. And I think we all know that now. You know, I get a lot of people contact me who have chosen to be jabbed once, twice, thrice. I'm losing count. But they're starting to see through it now, you know. And it's a shame. It's a shame that they had to hand over their power in the first place, but it's good. It's good that they're with us now, you know, and we're unifying, because that's what we need, you know. But what I want to talk about, right, is there's lots and lots of people now joining these groups for action. There's a few just started up on Telegram, and people sort of, you know, now they want to really mobilise and they really want to get active, and I can understand that. Because we've been observing from the sidelines the most disgusting, spiteful, evil grab of power and of human destruction that I think is probably ever known on this planet. You know? And so I understand people's anger. I understand people's rage and frustration and grief and sorrow. I really, really do. I really do. Just saying those words has given me goosebumps. Because I feel it. I really, really feel it. I'm a very empathic man with a big heart, and I fucking feel it. And I understand that people want to go out now and they want to mobilise and be active. And I see a lot of boys out there, a lot of good lads, you know, got little families, and they want the future to be bright for their kids, and it will be, you know. But we have to be very careful now, lads. and ladies. I know there's a lot of you ladies out there who've had enough as well. We have to be so careful now, people. We have to be so careful. They want us to go out disorganised, full of rage, full of anger, and start setting fire to things and start attacking government bodies, government agencies. They want us to do that. Because they, like I said before, they got the monopoly on violence, on aggression. You know? That's their world, isn't it? It's not ours. You know? They work in the darkness, they work in the shadows. And the only way to combat them is to work in the light. To work out in the open, you know? So I see a lot of boys out there, you know, getting themselves prepared and getting themselves... Boys and girls, sorry, I done it again, didn't I? Getting themselves prepared, getting themselves like some, you know, fatigues, like army fatigues and blacked out things with like helmets and stuff like that. And I think really, really sadly, that is going to make you look just like them, you know? And I think then it's very easy for the mainstream media to put a photographer in the right place and take a few pictures, and then all of a sudden we look like militia walking down the road. So how do we change that? What do you stand for, is what I'd ask you. I stand for, me, personally, at the beginning, at the top of it all, the top of my list is love. I act out of I put myself on offer. I reach out to people, I tell you the truth, I get angry sometimes, I bare my heart, I do it all out of love. So love is the number one for me, that's the governor. Right there, that's the governor for me. And I also stand for unity, you know. I want everyone to be able to have a fair and equal chance at a beautiful existence on this planet, to be given a fair share of all the natural resources that this incredible, beautiful fucking planet has got to offer, you know. So if we stand for those things, they don't. They stand for greed. They stand for control. They stand for something that we don't. So how do we change that? How do we make ourselves look different? And I know this is going to sound potty, and a lot of you are going to go, he's gone again, that old dear Danny, he's lost it. But I would seriously consider making sure that if anyone could take a photo of you in your army fatigues or your blacked out body armour and helmets and stuff, is that wherever they look is a reminder of why you're doing this. You know? There's a reminder that you're doing this for love. You've got love in your heart. You know? Because I see some of the language out there, and I've got to be honest, I don't condone violence at all. At all. Because to me, the word violence, and maybe people would disagree with me if they've got a better understanding of the English language than me, many have. The word for me, violence, means that you're the perpetrator, you're the aggressor. So it's different to me. If you've used, I can never condone any kind of violence, you know. I would never want to act out of violence. I would completely understand that people want to defend themselves, but I think that's a completely different energy. That's a different frequency, you know. I would not. I think, look, this is the situation. If we're going to go out and we're going to go to protest and stuff, and we're going to be in the firing line of these situations, how do we maintain our humility? How do we maintain our calm and our lack of emotion, our cool heads? How do we maintain that in the face of such aggression? That's our biggest weapon right there, you know, our ability to remain calm. And I know how hard that is, right? I know how hard that is, because once upon a time I was a right fucking hothead. And anyone who knows me from the old days would, I didn't look like this. I had a skinhead. I was clean shaven. I was a pothouse, you know. And I know what it's like to go to a football match, or to be there on the front line of a situation where there's loads of people, loads of aggression, loads of energy, and you get swept away by it. You get swept away by it. But the people who are going to help this new world into fruition, who are going to be the ones that lead by example, are going to be the calm heads, the cool heads. You know? There's no place for anger. And I know we're angry. I know we're angry, but we've got to translate that anger into assertion, into calm, I do not comply eyes. I do not consent stance. You know? Without all the rage and the shouting and the hollering. And I've got to be honest, there's a big protest coming up on the 18th of December. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, is so people can have a week to ponder what I'm talking about. You know? And I suppose what I want to say is, listen, a lot of people go to these protests see it as a party and go there and get pissed up. Or they go there all walking around smoking joints like it's some fucking, I don't know, like it's Notting Hill Carnival. It couldn't be further from the truth, you know. This is serious stuff, what's happening now, yeah? And we need everyone to be completely clear up here and completely full of love in here, yeah? Because you might have noticed, when you're pissed, you're not your best self. When you're stoned, you're not your best self. And listen, I'm not telling anyone how to live their lives. Just you want to go home, sit down, or sit with your pals and that, and have a drink and have a joint. Fucking great. More power to you. You know? Never take that away from anyone. It's up to them, innit? But I tell you now, going on a protest, that ain't the place for it. That is not the place for it. We need people to turn up with all their love and all their humility and all their clout and charm, you know, and all their beautiful charisma, and to connect with people, you know, and to make sure that we're leading by example, and to tell other people, listen, calm down, it's okay, we just need numbers, okay, we just need numbers. This is not like a difficult thing to work out. We just need numbers, and the numbers are coming now. And they're coming from all of our brothers and all of our sisters. They're coming from the people who have had 1 vaccine, 2 vaccines, 3 vaccines. They're coming from the people who don't have any vaccines. They're coming from the people who do wear masks and don't wear masks. It's all coming together. We ain't got to force it. We don't need force. We just need love, which in itself is the greatest force. You know? So I really do say to you, sit with yourself before you leave your house, yeah? Sit with yourself and find out what your true intentions are. Because if you want to change this world, right, then you have to sit there and look yourself in the fucking mirror and admit to yourself, like we all do, that we are part of the problem. We've been suckling off of this decrepit, nasty, competitive, disgusting teat for as long as we've been alive. We're all been responsible for this, with our money and our energy and the things that we put our time into and our intentions. So there's no point in looking out there for blame, you know? We just got to own it for what it is, yeah, for who we are. And know that this situation can go 2 ways. We can see this new world born out of calm and out of love and out of peace, or we can see it born out of chaos, you know, which is exactly what they want. So have a good think about it, innit? Like why you want to go to these things and what your message is to people and what your intention is. Because if it ain't coming from your heart, fucking stay at home. Got to be honest, stay at home. All right? And again, you know, try to lead by example. Anyway, I'm signing off. Much love.